Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Vashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone, and honors and salutations to you, sincere Akim, laboring in its truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be called "Things Are Too Loose, Tighten Up." All right, tighten up. This is going to be sort of laying backing off of one of the videos Apostle Torah put up a few days ago. I think it's let everything be done decently in order. Few other videos that I've seen from some of the apostles and elders. And at the end of the day, this is pertaining to primarily the leadership in the camps, mainly the camps of GMS, or any of you brothers, believing brothers in the doctrine. A lot of you brothers are just, it's like a free fall for some of you brothers, man. You brothers are, slacking as far as in your position. You know what I'm saying? And the spirit, working through Apostle Tahar and a few other brothers is telling, basically exhorting you brothers and rebuking brothers, brothers who take heed, because not every brother's going to take heed. You understand? But the brothers who take heed, you got to tighten your shit up, man. There's too much looseness as far as in the camps. It's too much, the scriptures tell you in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, it's a time for everything, man. It's a time to laugh, time to be silent, time to cry, time to be born, time to die, time to embrace, right? Time to refrain from embracing. And, it's a big thing going on. And, of course, through the spirit, the camps have grown and everything. But brothers got to grow as far as leadership. You can't, and this even applies to me, because sometimes that nice guy demon beyond me, or that benefit of the doubt demon, or, but now we got to get out of that. Brothers got to get the fuck out of that spirit of being a nice guy, man. All right? They got a saying in this fucking world that the nice guys finish last. So at the end of the day, it's about judgment, you see? And because the reason being is that there's demons and there's a lot of guys that are not right. So that's why the spirit be coming down when brothers be doing too much. All right? But I'm gonna start off reading in the book of Acts, the 20th chapter, and I'm gonna Lord willing, hit a few precepts and make a few points that are important and brothers should know. Pretty much I'm be echoing a lot of what the apostle said, Apostle Tahar on down said, been saying, things has been saying, and some things go, fall on deaf ears, man. But it's time for you to get the fucking earwax out of your ears and really take heed. You realize how close we are to the end of Yahweh Shai coming? All the things we've been speaking about is now finally going to come to an end. What you think is going to be a everlasting weekend at Bernie's thing, rolling in his truth? No. We coming to the end of things, man. But anyway, Acts 20, and I'll start at 25. It says, and now behold, I know that you are among whom I have gone preaching the kingdom of the Most High shall see my face no more. And this is what the Apostle Paul was saying to the flock, right? He said, wherefore I take you to record this day that I am pure from the blood of all men. And at the end of the day, when a lot of you brothers in this camp, especially, because a lot of you brothers, or especially if you're in a position of a leadership, that means you're not a babe, you're not new. So you can't get that, oh, this brother just came in here type pass, so to speak. You're supposed to know better about certain things. I'll tell you that in the book. Matter of fact, I'll just read that real quick fast, and I'll come back to where I'm at. All right, this is the book of Micah, the 3rd chapter. Micah chapter 3, verse 1. And I said, hear, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment? You see? Is it not for you to know judgment? A lot of you guys, and I've been hearing a lot in the videos, everybody's an elder now. You know what I'm saying? Every campus is just camp full of elders now. Everybody love the title of an elder. Elder this one, elder that one. Down the line, it's like 20 elders in the camp and maybe 24 members in the camp. the old saying, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Everybody want to be revered as an elder, and I'm gonna tell you a secret, man. You know, and this is from whatever the hell you want to look at us at, the so-called elders or whatever, elders, whatever you look at us at, that came up under the apostles, that been, and it's true, been proven. We've been through shit, man. All right, I'm not talking aside from what the apostles been through, but we've been through shit too, and we came up under the apostles, and we're still not in a comfort zone or throwing that title around, we elders or whatever. When not the brothers of Quant, that shit, I'm like, but of course, for order's sake, we understand, because order does have to be implemented. But a lot of you brothers want the title of being an elder, right? Which a lot of you are not on no level of really being in some of the positions that you in. And that's why a lot of things are happening. Judgment's not going out, the right judgment, and then you have a lot of little bullshit start blowing up, turning into all kind of madness. You got a lot of brothers, just doing bitch shit, emotional shit, simple shit, nigga shit that shouldn't be happening, man. But yet, y'all, you want to live in that title of an elder. You want to carry that title of elder or the head, oh yeah, I brought this guy in the truth. That's my father this, or whatever. And Lord knows what else brothers be saying or calling themselves, man. What the scriptures say, is it not for you to know judgment? Shouldn't you know judgment when these matters pop up that happen amongst your camp? Shouldn't you know these things, man? You see? And now King David said this, and this is the reason why, speaking about the so-called elders or whatever that are underneath the apostles or bishops, whatever the hell you want to call us, and I say it that way because we honestly don't care about those titles. When it comes time for order, yes. But we always, from coming in the beginning, and the apostles will tell you the same, I'm sure, too. I mean, they're in a position, rightfully so, but King David, who's over all of us, man, right? Underneath Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. He's over all of us. He said, man, he don't care if he was a gatekeeper, as long as he made it into the kingdom, man. You see? And remember, Yahweh Shah got on the disciples and them fighting over who's going to sit on the right hand and left. This is my number 2 guy. This is my number 2. Remember one time you had this dude, man, Element, he told Yahshua, I need you to be my kabar. As saying that he was Apostle Tahar. That little, mother effer was sitting in and seeing, he thought that because he got buddy with Apostle Tahar and and we've seen that shit happen plenty of times. All right. And he thought it was cool. He called. See, listen, man. Me, y'all brothers know me. The brothers that I've came across that have been around and everything, and the Spirit set me up to be whatever in the beginning, to be the contact man or set whatever the fuck it is. I don't even really remember all of the stuff, but the Spirit set me up for that. The Lord gave me the patience to deal with these with these things. As far as new cats or whatever, I don't take y'all numbers because there's already brothers in position, because everything it is a chain of command. You know what I'm saying? Now, for eventually you happen to get my number because of a situation, then so be it. But I don't give my number to new brothers or whatever. And I tell a few brothers asked me, a few, months ago and all that, and I just told them straight up, I said, brother, I ain't gonna give my number out to brothers. Whoever need to have my number got it already. Because why? There's a chain of command already established to where you could, if you need to get something to the elders, the apostles, or whatever, it's going to go through the prospective guys that are put in these places, man. Because it's not a party line. It's not a this ain't just a social event. This ain't no Zoom meetings and you got everybody. Nah, it's a. And the thing is, and I get why the apostles and the Spirit keep having to say the same thing, because why? Brothers don't get it, man. You see, this ain't the weekend at Bernie's, man. We at the end, and brothers got to be more serious. I mean, look, who doesn't like to have a drink and all that? But now ain't the time for that, man. And even in that got to be curbed, man. And the spiritual, as far as like with us, majority of us, I mean, we still drink, but we barely drink like how we used to drink, Might be weekends or whatever the case is, or certain times, whatever, but You know, we not, because why? What the scriptures say, man. You know, matter of fact, let me go there real quick. You know, it goes back to what the scriptures say. Let me go to 1 Peter chapter 5. And the Spirit got on Apostle Rakai. I think it was like about a week or two. I seen this show, and he brought the scripture out too, and he mentioned on it. All right, now this is 1 Peter chapter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So when it says be sober, meaning what? Be clear-minded, man. Don't get all into this thing of drinking. We're not in the kingdom yet, man. All right? We're not in the kingdom. And trust me, if you know me, I love to drink, man. All right? But we're not in the kingdom, and we got to make sure that we're paying attention to what's going on, because there's a lot of shit going on, man. And you got a lot of brothers that are getting caught up into a bunch of different stuff, because why? They're being too lax, too laid back. And alcohol is good for that. Alcohol puts you in a certain state to where you know, laid back. And at the end of the day, you start slacking in your judgment, and eventually the Most High can deal with you based on that, man. All right? The Most High will deal with you based on that. You can't be slack in judgment, man. Remember Eli, you know? You can read in Samuel, the 2nd chapter. Eli, he was the priest. He had his two sons, Phinehas and Hophni, man. And they was doing they was running amok in Israel, man. It's in 1 Samuel, the 21st chapter. I mean, not the 21st chapter. 1 Samuel, the 2nd chapter, like 2nd, 3rd chapter around there. They were running amok in Israel, and he said something to him, but he didn't. He was supposed to curse him out. They were supposed to be put to death. All right, and that's how serious. Remember, even in the law tells you if you got a son that's a fucking rockhead, wicked ass nigga, you're supposed to put him to death. That's in the law. So to show you how important certain things are in order and respect, you know, that's how you eliminate. See, this nigga disease is a curse, man. That's not righteous. That's not normal. That's why that nigga said niggas is a beautiful thing, right? Remember from Honest Abe Honeycutt, like, because Jake tried to turn it and make it like it's okay to just be a nigga. No, niggas ain't a beautiful thing, man. That's why that nigga's back in the spirit world, man. You see? And he probably got shot by a nigga. You see? Talk about niggas is a beautiful thing. No. And there's no place for that in this truth, man. The scriptures talk about putting off the old man. All right? And this is for who it pertains to. It's not just one. It's a lot of issues. That's why I said things are loose. You got to tighten up, man. You got brothers with the, you know, now they took the super unity camp. Come on, what the hell is that? We all fighting to make it up out of here, man. Brothers, you know, and the things in the scriptures speak about balance, man. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. You got brothers just sitting there going to this camp, to that camp. You got all kind of brothers, you know, and not nobody in particular. I'm just saying in general, man. And what happens is then other brothers see it and they think that that's the move. Yeah, let's go to this. Like this is a world tour or something like that, man. You see, when it's you see, like last month we was in North Carolina, but we paid our fucking dues, man. All right, we paid our dues, and through the Spirit, when we do travel, which we don't travel like that because we can't. I don't even know what brothers get, but whatever, brother. I'm getting out of work not too much long ago. I mean, stopped and had something to eat. You know, we brothers busting our ass still in this thing, man. Got our own personal shit to deal with, right? You know, dealing with whatever personal things we got, household and all that. So I'm like, where do brothers get all this time to be loose and lollygag, man? And then brothers feel the need to put everything on the internet, man. And like I said, then you said super brothers. If brothers in town, just say brothers from wherever. That's it, man. Ain't no sitting there putting no bells and whistles. This is the super unity camp, you know. Well, what if the Most High breaks it up? Then what is it? We're not out of it. The point being is we're not out of here yet. Yes, the scriptures say it's beautiful when brotherhood dwell together in unity, man. Which is an order from Apostle Tahar that, you know, younger brothers are not to be with. Oh, because see, this thing is grown and mature. Brothers been around for 10, 12, hell, maybe even 13 years if I'm counting right. So now you brothers that been in this knowledge for 10, 12 years, you ain't supposed to be hanging around a brother that just 2 years or 3 years in the knowledge. And granted, like Apostle Paul says, there's always an exception to the rule. All right, so you will have certain brothers that, but it's done through the Spirit. And you're going to know that, okay, the Spirit is with that brother, and you're going to go through whatever scrutiny he might go through, but he's going to pass whatever test he go through with flying colors. But you brothers shouldn't be, you go get all these camps together, you with all these younger brothers, older brothers. I mean, it's beautiful. And trust me, I love fellowshipping and breaking bread with brothers. So I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say, but at the end of the day, you got to know what time it is, man. All right, there's a shutdown about to happen. We in the time, the scriptures tell you, Revelations 12 and 12 and various other scriptures, Esau's about to lock shit the fuck down, man. All right? So that's why the scriptures say, stay yourselves in wonder, man. In other words, don't be trying to do too goddamn much, man. Really, the best thing to do is be as keep a low-key profile on this thing, man. So that's why it shouldn't be all this, everybody's, and they just have, I don't know if brothers still have it, these chat lines with brothers from all different camps. And anytime you try to integrate all these different brothers together on the same platform and everything, some bullshit comes out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? But now's the time to relax, man. The scripture's saying, what's it, 1 Thessalonians? Be quiet. Matter of fact, let me go there real quick. Get the quote. 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. Right? 2 Timothy. I'm on 1 Thessalonians. 4 and I'll start at 9. It says, but as touching brotherly love, you need not that I write unto you, for ye yourselves are taught of the Most High to love one another. And again, I'm not speaking against brotherly love, but brotherly love also is rebuking a brother, man. If a brother's going off, because a lot of times too, and that's because, you're all in that, I guess, commiserating spirit, kumbaya, you're cool, so you don't want to offend the brother or whatever. But nah, the scripture says, be not ashamed to inform the unwise, man. And then these issues that happen, and which overall it's the Spirit that causes these things to happen, because something got to break open, what's happening. If not, a lot of things keep happening. So things, some dude might go off to where it becomes a big issue and it comes up top. Then the light gets shined on the whole, everything else that brothers is doing, doing that's wrong. The scriptures say the Lord said he's going to search Jerusalem with candles, So, of course, the Spirit is seeing everything. So, dudes, some cat, and it's not for everybody, but there are guys that's running roughshod, that's doing whatever they want, that's not really taking the yoke. This thing is a yoke, man. You're supposed to, put yourself under the fetters of this truth, man. You see, the scriptures say we're prisoners of Yahweh Shai, And then now, yeah, we do have liberty, right? But now, if a guy thinking like that, and I'll come back to that, but what the scriptures say? The scriptures say what? 1 Peter 2 and 1 Peter 2, and I'm going to go straight to the point. 1 Peter 2 and 16. It says, as free and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness. All right? So, meaning the liberty that you got in this truth, not using it as a cloak of maliciousness, man, to hide wickedness that you're doing. And you got a lot of guys that, are doing behind the scene, they're going unmonitored, so to speak, which it's all spiritual because, of course, like I said, sometimes, we used to get cursed out for certain things other guys are doing or whatever. And we had, we took it. But at the end of the day, we knew, we said, wait a minute, I'm not with these brothers. I only see them, if anything, once a week. So if they do some shit after you tell them not to do it, then really, you're going to have to handle your own weight. So a lot of you brothers end up getting into certain situations, that are fucked up where you end up needing bail money and this, that, and the third, doing shit that you had no business doing, that, the apostles or elders or nobody was privy of. You got to hold that, man. You see? So it said as free and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness. All right? So now back to Thessalonians. It says, verse 10, and indeed you do it toward all brethren which are all in Macedonia, but we beseech you, brethren, that you increase more and more. More and more in what? In faith. More and more in works, man. There's all kind of work to be done, man. All right, and again, and I'm not knocking the fact that brothers go to see brothers or whatever, but at the end of the day, like I said, when we travel to brothers, it's a business. It's to do work, you know, maybe might check on, and it's spiritual, because most times, from the apostles and elders on down, they'll tell you, because we don't plan it or whatever the case, but the times we have went to places, things had to be set in order with shit going on, because a lot of stuff happens because we don't know, and the scriptures tell you a child left to itself becomes willful. So when you had all these guys that now they went back in the world, or they fell off, and which all of them kind of went back. You don't see these guys no more, you know, the Nazarias, the so-called good Samaritans, and all, you know, just to name a few. All right, and Elements and all these guys, you don't see them out there still doing the work, because why? They wasn't really about the work, man. All right, but when it was, again, they was about, you know, sitting there all this, hanging out and commiserate. This ain't no gang, man. Back in the days, and the same thing happened back in the days, we used to call them Passover Israelites. Guys you would see only when it's time, like for the festivities. You might not see them all year long. He wasn't there at the camps putting in that work, filming, right? But you'll see him at the Passover because he think he's going to get some land, some yayun. You know, you see him at different feasts or cookouts and everything. You know what I'm saying? And seeing the thing is, you got to watch for that, man. And that's why, too, you know, well, the Spirit, you know, already, the apostles already said it, brothers shouldn't be hanging out and everything got to be cut down, man. I mean, I can't tell you brothers exactly everything to do. You fucking grown men. All right? You know what the scriptures say, man. All right? But if you paying, the scriptures say, redeeming the time, for the days thereof are evil. You know, be ye circumspect and walk not as fools. So if you see what time it is, you ain't going to be in that party of, just hanging out all the goddamn time. And, you know, and furthermore, if you do something, you're not supposed to be with brothers that just came in, new brothers and brothers that are grounded are not supposed to be, you know, hanging out together. At least it be for an exception to the rule for whatever reason in the spirit. You understand? So now it says, verse 11, it says, in that ye study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands as we command you. You know, because again, you got guys that run roughshod, you know, that don't work or that got stories. You got jive ass turkeys all over Israel. You know, Israel a BSU. You understand? And you as a camp leader, you supposed to nip that and catch that right from the gate, man. You know? You're supposed to catch that from the gate, man. But, you know, the spirit, like the apostles saying, you know, hey, brothers, make sure that you hanging with if you do hang with a brother, make sure it's brothers of your caliber, man. Don't be hanging with new, and it's nothing fucked up or holier than thou or nothing like that. It's just that what? You know, that's when all of the bullshit comes, man. You know? That's when brothers like the Apostle Paul quotes the quote, the Latin quote, you know, not the scriptures, but it's a wise quote nonetheless. Familiarity breeds contempt. You know, brothers get too comfortable around certain brothers, older brothers, or whatever, and then they start losing the respect or thinking that they could roll the same way that they do. And nah, you be yourself in this truth, man. All right, according to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you know, and things, see, through the spirit of the Lord, you got the apostles and the elders as an example of how the things are supposed to go. When dealing with, and for any brother, and I believe Pastor Tar said it, any brother that plan on coming to New York from now on, because of a lot of bullshit that happens, all right, it can only be either first or second in command, or the third in command. Those are only brothers that are allowed to come out to the camp in New York, to the main camp, or come out to camp here with us. All right, if you're a younger brother and you got business to take care of or whatever, just go take care of your business here. Don't, you know, ain't no stopping when we say shalom to the apostles. And nah, we're not in that time anyway, you know. And as much as, you know, I would like for brotherhood. Nah, we ain't in that time right now. We ain't got no time for that, man. Things about to get locked down, man. And you brothers should see these things, and y'all should be locking it in your mind, you know, cleaving into to the Lord even more right now. All right? And then look, man, at the end of the day, if, you know, you brothers, you know, you got to come in town or whatever the case is, you know, we never had a problem with putting brothers up, of course, but now you brothers get a hotel or an Airbnb if you in these areas, man. Things are getting tight for a reason because you got a lot of bullshit, man, you know, and then a lot of the camp leaders in these different camps are not checking it, man. Either they laid back, you know, and the scriptures say, know the state of thy flock. You're supposed to know the things that are going on inside your camp, and it comes from too much wanting to be nice, too much slackness, you know. But that got to stop, man. This ain't just one particular brothers. This talk about all the camps, all the brothers, man. All right. I'm gonna get this other scripture, and I'm gonna end it here. I mean, there's tons of more other stuff I could say, but at least for now, I'm gonna end it with the scripture in Proverbs 31. All right, and I'm going to start from the first verse. Proverbs 31. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. And it shows you that our women back in the ancient time, they were on a higher level than these raggedy chicks that's out here now. All right, these chicks that are out here now, they will not tell you none of this stuff. They don't teach their sons how. They teach them how to be emotional bitches, man. And you can't be an emotional bitch in this truth, man. All right, there's going to be things that's going to hurt your feelings, things you're not going to like. But right now, you should be hardened up already. Look, man, I'm to the point that in the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I pray I stay. And I know I speak the same for the apostles and other elders, and hopefully for you other sincere brothers. Look, whatever happens, I don't give a shit. I just pray I make it out of here, man. The Lord keep the spirit on me to stay in this truth, man. You know? Don't let me get simple or nothing. Don't take no goddamn chip. You know? And Babak Shah, if it be the Lord's will, allow me to see the end of my enemies, man. All right? Allow me to be able to rejoice in that day when Yahweh Shai comes, man. You see, because we don't know. And that's why, again, like all of this, you know, I mean, which, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with brotherhood. You're supposed to have true brotherly love. All right? But then there's a lot of bullshit that gets swept under the rug that got to stop getting swept under the rug. You brothers got to start dealing with shit, man. You see? You got to start dealing with shit. And, you know, I could be guilty of, because sometimes, and really even right now, doing videos like this, brother, you know, I don't want to be doing these type of videos, man. But through the spirit of the Lord, I got to do these videos, man. You got to, because why? Jake still be doing a lot of bullshit, man. Jake do a lot of bullshit. So we got to sit there and got to crack the whip. You got to, because shit get too loose to where the point is now. And eventually, you know, as the scriptures say, everything will fall apart, man. By the will. You sit there because you got all, you know, the bad, you know, bad apples, so to speak. You know, a bad apple can't spoil the whole bunch, man. You see? That's why the scriptures say a little leaveneth the whole lump. So once you see the leaven that's there, or the wickedness, you're supposed to deal with it, man. You see? So anyway, verse 2. What, my son, and what, the son of my womb, and what, the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto woman. And you might have a brother that's all into women right now. And you can see it. It's written all over his face. I'm not talking about brothers that have women, because you can have a woman, man. Ain't nothing wrong with you dealing with a woman, as long as you don't put her before the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and it's truth. And, you know, the scriptures say they that have women, wives, be as though they had none. You applying that, then ain't no, you know, whatever. Man can say whatever the hell he want to say. As long as you ain't doing no wickedness. You know, it's not a sin to have a woman. But you might have a brother that might have all kind of women, or might be all into these women. You see, and it's for brothers to check that. Like, yo, bro, you doing whatever, you with your woman too goddamn much. You ain't around the brotherhood. It says, give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. And that's what these women, well, they ain't even really women now. All right, these monsters, man, these evil creatures, they will destroy you. It said, it is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink. Meaning you're not supposed to be a goddamn drunkard, man. And that's how a lot of these other reason why a lot of this stuff goes unchecked, because everybody's drinking, so you just sweep it under the rug, you know. And we're gonna have our time to kick it and party and pop bottles and shit like that. You know, that's in matter of fact, I'll get it. Ecclesiastes 10 and 16 or 17. It says, "Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles." And that's why the Lord set up a structure, man. And again, if you do something that we didn't, you know, I mean, when I say we, I'm speaking about from the apostles down to us elders, because we're going to tell you the same thing that the apostles are going to tell you. That's who we came up under. All right. And we tell you brothers that all day, every day. So if somebody comes with something different outside of that, then that's on them, man, because we didn't teach them that. All right. But it says, "Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season." Our time to eat and really party and we're going to have an everlasting barbecue. All right? We're going to barbecue Edomites, man, in the kingdom of heaven. Esau's not off the hook. Esau's still going to pay. But not right now. Right now ain't the time for us, because why? We're still in hell, man. We in our captivity, so we can't, you know, you got brothers going about things as if we made it out of here. We didn't make it out of here yet. It says, "And thy princes, pardon me, eat in due season for strength and not for drunkenness." So all that sitting there turning the bottles upside down, you know, going out getting drunk and all that shit got to stop, because that's not going to get you up out of here, man. All right? Let me go back to Proverbs. It says, verse 5, "Lest they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted." See? And that's what happens, man. You know? And you have different, and it happened before in the past. A lot of these guys that fell out is because they wasn't getting checked. And seeing the Spirit's going to check you anyway, because, you know, we're not there. We can't monitor a lot of you brothers. But at the end of the day, I mean, you brothers got the videos, you got contacts of brothers, you know, you got the scriptures there. Okay, and you're supposed to know better. So there's no excuse. You can't blame shit on nobody else. All right? It says, "Give drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts." Which that's all of us. So yeah, we still gonna drink, but the thing is that it goes back to that discipline and getting that balance back, man. All right. It says, there's another point. I'm gonna read on. It says, "Let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more." And that's why we really drink. But at the end of the day, we still here in hell, and we can't get too far from reality, man. All right. The reality is Esau is plotting to roll up on us, man. All right. And brothers that sit there and like to be, you know, putting everything on the videos, you know, don't listen, man. What you should be putting on the videos is edification. The scripture says, "Let everything be done for the sake of edification," man. All right. You don't be sitting there putting up, you know, idle chat. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit up there, you know, be gossiping like fucking women, busybodies and everything. You don't be doing that stuff, man. We at the end. All right. You should be locked in more. It says, "Open thy mouth for the dumb and the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction." Open your mouth, judge righteously. You see? You got to judge righteously. And they tell you, James, if you feel you lack something, then you pray to the Most High. Okay? And that's why you go through the experiences, and the Lord have you have things, so that way you gain experience and you learn how to judge matters, man. You learn how to, you know, if you got to set up one brother or take another brother's rank, set another brother in and play, you do what you got to do, man. You know, at the end of the day, you want your camp to the best of your ability to be like a well-oiled machine, at least to the best of your ability, because we ain't gonna, at the end of the day, brothers are gonna fuck up till Yahweh Shai get here. Ain't none of us perfect, so I ain't coming on that tip. But like the Apostle Paul said, he went all out to present you as what? A chaste virgin before the Lord. You understand? So that's why all those letters was written, man. You know, especially certain churches that was really going off, man. Such as the Corinthians is the biggest book, so you know everybody know that they was doing a lot of shit. But they elect brothers in there, you know. They written in the book of life, but there was a lot of niggas that had to get kicked out of that church, man, as well as other churches, but that's one of them, man. All right? So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm going to end it there. Remember, brothers, just tighten up, man, you know. You know, all that extra commiserating and fraternizing and all that stuff, man, that stuff got to come to an end, man, you know. Not saying that brothers, you know, do a show, man. You know, and then the brothers that you did the show with, then, hey, if y'all have a drink after or whatever, I'm not saying brothers can't drink or do, but, you know, be mindful, man. This ain't, you know, stop treating this thing like it's an event, you know, like a NFL game or, you know what I'm saying, something of that nature, man. It's not, this ain't no fun house, you know. This ain't no fun house. It's a sad house, man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking mourning. You should be in the house of mourning, as the scriptures say. All right? But anyway, with that, I mean, I hope brothers are edified. You know, and all praises and glory go to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Shalom.